This is episode 13 with updating your circle and not just your smartphone with special guest Daniel Sullivan. Welcome to the JAMODI Podcast. My name is Turner Cavender, former professional athlete and action sport enthusiast with a passion to spread inspiration and positivity. Each week, we deliver you an inspiring message to help you put your life in forward motion to achieve your ultimate goals. Now let's get this show started because it's just a matter of doing it. All right, welcome to the JAMODI Podcast, guys. Thank you for coming in. Appreciate you coming in today, Daniel. Yes, we have our special guest, Daniel Sullivan, here. Before I give him the intro of introducing himself and telling you a little bit more about him, we've been on the podcast before. Thank you so much for coming back.
Absolutely.
And today you didn't have to fight the traffic because it was a holiday, right?
Man, today was amazing.
Okay, that's awesome. So we're going to get into the topic. As I said in the intro, this is a podcast completely about your circle and updating your circle and not just your smartphone. Don't be a jackass and just do your electronics. Your life matters too. You need to be updating all the time and ever growing all the time. So, Daniel, he is a fitness coach just like me. He is also a nutritionist. He was my coach when I was doing an NPC show, which I did one show and done. I'll never do it again. And I have a big respect for the people that do it, like
absolutely.
yourself. I'm glad I did it. But I'll never do it again. And the reason being is because it's my own opinion. Now, the people out there that are listening that are in the sport, please don't misinterpret me saying it. I think it's stupid. Okay, and it's stupid for me.
Yeah,
I'm an athlete that likes to be I think my life threatening, which is weird. I'm a skydiver, motocrosser, surfer.
Adrenaline.
That's my thing. Yeah, I'm addicted to adrenaline.
Absolutely.
So. The sport's hard as shit, okay?
Yeah, no doubt.
Your sport is hard as hell, and it's super competitive. So don't start your shit talking and saying that I think that the sport is dumb. I think it's dumb for me to do.
Right.
Okay, so it's amazing. Let's kind of let's tell the listeners who you are, where you're from, where you hail from. Who the hell are you?
So my name is Daniel Sullivan, originally from Mobile, Alabama, as we've discussed before.
Alabama.
No, I'm not a Roll Tide fan, so you can go ahead and throw that shit out. I attended Auburn University, but I came over from Mobile about 5 years ago with not a clue in the world of what I wanted to do. I just knew I wanted to get out and make something happen. And in order to make something happen, you have to make that leap of faith in order to accomplish anything. Okay. So me and my wife now, we moved over here 5 years ago. Like you said, I'm a nutritionist, personal trainer, fitness entrepreneur. Nowadays, so I've definitely grown in the past 5 years since I've been here in Dallas. And my main trade is definitely a nutritionist. Like as we discussed last night, I went to Los Angeles. I've got NFL athletes, UFC fighters, so I'm doing a lot of traveling right now, and got some big things in the making. But just trying to make things happen, trying to start different businesses on top of what I already have, and so far so good. So.
Yeah. So him telling that story is very, very vital to this podcast because we're going to go through where you started to where you are now and the circle that you have then and the circle you have today. The same thing with, if you guys don't know my story, I'm not going to bore you. Just go back to episode 1 or 2 and listen to where I came from, the journey that I've been through. We've all had our own, and it's all shapes and sizes for everyone. But it also comes with all shapes and sizes of friends.
Absolutely.
Right? So
Absolutely.
we went to an amazing dinner last night. Hibachi.
Yeah,
it was so good. Just
favorite.
In and around my mouth. It was so good. It was good to come back together. But it was another good reasoning to get together is because your great news you got. You just went to LA for a reason.
Yeah.
So if you can tell us anything, tell us a little bit.
Absolutely. Yeah. So I have been a nutritionist for an athlete who's played for the Seattle Seahawks, New England Patriots, and now he is with the San Francisco 49ers. And as we know, the San Francisco 49ers didn't exactly have the best year, but when he went to them, it made him even look better because they've won 5 games in a row. Okay. And I can tell you just from, outside looking in, you would be like, oh my God, why did he leave the Seattle?
So was he playing when that happened? Or was he?
Oh yeah, middle of the season.
He played on the 49ers when they won the 5 games.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yeah. So he was traded from the actual Patriots, from Seattle to the Patriots the 49ers. And you would think like, oh my God, why would you want to go from 2 championship teams to this team? And kind of what this podcast is about is when he went to San Francisco, the vibe was just totally different.
It's killer.
He loved it.
Buzz killer.
They treat him like royalty. Everybody's super, super close there.
Yeah.
And he told me this past weekend, he was like, I really want to stay here.
Okay, so he loved it.
Loved it.
Oh, okay, got
it. So what I'm doing, I flew out to Los Angeles this past weekend, as you know, and met with Cash, and what we're going to do is he wants to have me as an in-house nutritionist. So I'm going to go to Los Angeles and live with him for 2 months, possibly 3. We don't know yet. We're just going to kind of wing it because he's got to go back to practice and, basically check in at the end of April. So I'm going to go out there and I'm going to, make him stronger, bigger, faster, and healthier. And that's
so you're fucking hustling.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So, back and forth. And I'm actually going to keep clients here in Dallas. So I will be out in Los Angeles 5 days a week, flying back, training clients here, flying right back, just doing the damn thing over
Definition
and over
of grind.
Absolutely.
The hustle is real, and it's so important that people understand that, they don't see the behind the scenes behind the hustle.
They don't.
They only see the when the curtain is lifted.
Absolutely.
And I guess the day the curtain would be on Instagram or Facebook or social media, they don't see the behind the scenes.
Not at all.
Yeah.
They don't see the work that's put into it because usually...
First off, you just didn't get this deal you had overnight.
Hell no.
It was like a 4-year relationship building, right?
This is definitely three and a half years going on.
Yeah, exactly.
Building this relationship with these clients. And, just like what you were saying, it's the people who don't know the behind the scenes who are sitting there going, that's a cakewalk. That's an easy job. Why don't you get a real job? I've heard that plenty of times.
Okay.
Why don't you get a real job? Well, if you knew exactly what I put myself through, this is a real job. This is as real as it gets. And I've had to make a lot of sacrifices, being married and having to travel 3 and 4 months out of the year and then go and live with this guy for 2 months.
So you got to leave your wife.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's not cool.
It's freaking
your dog,
house that we just got, car, car. Everything. It's not an easy life.
All right, let's get to the point here. So the point of this is updating your circle. I got, what was it, like last week or something? I got a notification on my phone. Hey, you need to update your software for your phone. I was like, okay, push a button. Yeah. And it is that simple, right?
Right.
But we had a conversation as we both are not a Debbie Downers. We're not the people that talk trash. But we had a conversation last night, and it's kind of what sparked the podcast for today is that we had some people that that were talking straight shit about your success of what's going on right now, the success that's been going on in your personal training business. And I've experienced the same type of thing with building the empire of the studio, my online business, and my offline personal training company here in Dallas. I've experienced those people that have talked mad shit, and there's always been that saying of like, you are who you hang around. You're 5%. You're 5%. You hang around.
Yeah.
So if you want to elaborate on kind of like what happened from you don't have to say names. I don't want names on here.
No.
I want to just talk about in general like a situation that happened. So we can give the listeners an example.
And this is more of a broad range of a situation. This is
probably smart.
This is probably. This is every day, and I see this every day. And myself and yourself this is probably in the same boat as well. But you're going to lose friends as you get more successful throughout your career. Whether they see you getting successful or not, anything that you're doing that's good, if that's your true friend, they're going to pick you up just like yourself. Me and you pick each other up left and right. I mean, all day long. Man, that's killer. Kill this. Have a great time in LA. Let me know the big news. Things like that. But you have those who are going to down your success as well because I don't know whether it's they don't believe in what you're doing, but it's kind of a hate thing that's going on right now. And
that you're experiencing at the moment.
Yeah, absolutely. And, it's Instagram posts, it's comments, the whole 9 yards, and you're going to go through that. But one in particular that I saw the other day was, it was a picture of someone in a supermarket picking out things on a shelf.
What you showed me?
All of them, it was a nutritionist, life coach, personal trainer. And the person posted this and commented "big bucks" quotation marks and put laughing faces. Like, you're not going to make any money in this industry.
I got it.
Well, yeah, you're not if you don't grind and hustle. Yeah. But if you grind and hustle, I guarantee you're going to make a ton of money in this industry, just like anything else you do in life. I mean, if you grind and hustle, you're going to make money and you're going to be successful.
All right, so I'm going to kind of go elaborate on that. First off, I went from homeless to where I am today.
Yeah.
I make plus $200K a year just with my offline business.
Absolutely.
Okay, so you suck a dick first off.
Absolutely.
And I know that fires you up and gives you motivation.
It's unreal.
Like that.
It's unreal.
Same thing for me in high school with the hearing loss and stuff. People thought I'd never go to college.
Yep.
So,
Well, and here's the thing behind that is that's funny that these people see me as a personal trainer. I love it. Because what they don't know is I own 3 and almost 4 businesses now behind that. And actually within 2 more weeks, I'm opening up a wellness clinic. We franchise Novopel, which is in Addison and Dallas. And me and my business partner are going into that together. So, that's another venture that I have. And here I am. I'm a personal trainer opening up a wellness clinic that gives you Juvederm, Botox, Dysport, hair removal, the whole 9 yards, even stem cell. We've got stem cell coming in. Who else is doing that right now that's a personal trainer? So you can post all you want, but you don't know the behind the scenes of what I'm doing and what I'm doing to build this. So,
exactly. I studied psychology in college. I'm no doctor. I've studied stuff, but I've also studied behaviors of stages. And I remember last night I was kind of reviewing my notes through college. I still have them on my computer and I can look them up on my phone. And I was looking up this one stage of when there's hatred or like where people don't want to be around the person because of jealousy, of being in fear that they can't accomplish the same thing, which projects negativity towards the person that's experiencing this success or goals that they want.
Yeah.
So most likely, in better terms, guys, you all have experienced this. If you're listening on iTunes or watching us on YouTube, I know you've all experienced the hater, quote unquote,
Absolutely.
theme of where a person that is, one, not happy with themselves, 2, does not believe that they can do that themselves.
Yep.
So therefore wants to bring you down with them to their level.
Absolutely.
So they project negativity to you.
Well, and I'll tell you this too is, and I'm not downing anyone who had wealthy parents. I'm not downing anyone on that. My parents never gave me shit. Mm-hmm. They made me work for everything that I have, and I cannot be more thankful for that. My parents were both hard workers, business owners. We weren't by any means rich.
Yeah.
My dad was working night shifts to put me through school. My mom's traveling, just to put me through high school. I went to a private high school. They wanted the best education for me, but I never got handouts. I was never given anything. Yeah. And I'm very thankful for that. And a lot of these people that are, hating or, even talking shit about what's going on right now with, the fitness industry and things like that, they were given, what they have right now. And, do they even know what a real job is? They've probably never had a job. They've always had handouts. And here you go, son, here, go start you a business. Yeah. I'm so glad that didn't happen.
They're out there. Absolutely. For sure. So, with that being said, of what you said, the experiences that people have with that situation that you are having right now at this moment, there needs to be an update of your circle.
Absolutely.
Okay.
And it's all the time. And, you can think someone's a certain way, and then the very next day you're going to be like, damn, I don't really think I'm going to be hanging out with that person. I really don't want to associate myself with that kind of negativity. So you surround yourself with top 5 people.
The people that that you need in your circle is obviously I'm in your circle.
Yes,
we're friends.
Absolutely.
We developed a really good friendship over the years of everything that we've done together. But the point is that as me as a friend, I know that I want to run through a fucking wall when I hear that Grant Cardone bought a $55 million plane, the G650, okay? It takes $3 million a year to run it.
Service it, yeah.
Okay? And it takes $50,000, 50,000 gallons of fuel every time to fly it. It's quite a bit. It's
a lot of money.
Right? I'm not jealous. I'm fucking stoked. I want to be there. It's awesome.
Absolutely.
You tell me your story.
It's motivation.
Yeah, you tell me your story of your success that's going to be happening. Yeah, you got to leave your wife and your dog and your family and all that stuff, but you're making to the next level where you might be able to network with more NFL players,
and that's
more opportunity.
Yeah.
I want to fucking run through a goddamn brick wall because I'm stoked that you're going to do this. Like,
absolutely.
And there's not one ounce of me that's like, well, fuck him.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know? Yeah. Like, I'm stoked that you got that deal, and I'm pumped to see you succeed.
Yeah.
Like, I want you. You need people in your circle that are so pumped for you and just want to stand outside with their hands above their head and clap their hands for you. That's the type of friends that you need. In your circle. And then if there's anyone that even attempts to ask a question, well, how did you get that? Fucking barium.
Yeah,
straight
absolutely.
up.
Absolutely.
You're gone. There's no question needs to be asked. If it happened, Be pumped.
Absolutely.
High fives.
Absolutely. And that's, I would love to do that. And you know me, I'm a humble guy. I try not to lash out at anybody.
Well, I mean, not bury them, fucking destroy them. Just like get rid of them out of your circle.
Yeah,
and just toss them out.
Well, and that's the thing is, it's no hesitation when stuff like that happens. Now it's no hesitation. I mean, I'm already putting my head down and going.
Yeah.
So
leave them behind.
I have a lot of things on my mind. My mind's running 100 miles an hour daily, nightly, where I can't even sleep.
Oh my God! Last night I couldn't sleep.
I'll wake up and write down notes at 3 a.m. That's what's going on in my brain right now. So the shit that's being talked, honestly, I could care less because I'm using it as motivation to get to where I want to be. Mm-hmm. And I guarantee, like, my goal by the end of 2018 is to have 5 different businesses. Mm-hmm. That is my goal, to have 5 different residual incomes. And, I'm doing it mainly and we talked about this last night, if I have kids, I have kids, I want my kids to not have to struggle. I want to be able to put them through things and, do fun things with them, be a dad, and not have to work all the damn time.
Be there for them and experience the times when they first walk versus being at work trying to
for 12 hours a day, 14 hours a day. So I want to make the sacrifices now, no matter how tough that gets, and do it. And I've told Shanda this tons of times. It's, the sacrifice I made 3 years ago, look where it's gotten me 3 years down the road.
Exactly.
Look where it's got me. So I'm going to continue doing it until I'm exactly where I want.
And every single time you did those, you had to sacrifice friends that were when you left your friends back at home.
Yeah, back in Alabama, I left a ton of friends.
You didn't know fucking anybody really when you moved here, right?
No, I knew no one actually. No one.
Yeah.
So, and this place has been super, super, amazing to me and Shanda. Our gym destination where we are training right now. Greg McCoy, all these guys, they really have just brought us in with open arms, just like you and Stephanie did. This has been the best decision of our life is to move here. Yeah,
so, Greg he's been on the podcast before. He's a great guy. He's definitely someone you need to have in your circle.
Absolutely.
In your corner. He's definitely pumped for anybody that's successful.
Yes.
So, I just want to, go over this thing one more time before we close up for today. I want you to sit down. This is one way I like to do things, is I like for people to sit down, make notes of who your friends are. Who do you hang around the most? And do a pros and cons for each one of them.
Absolutely.
Now, I understand that sometimes there's going to be times where you don't want to get rid of them because of maybe some past history that you guys may have together that's very, very important to you, but is it going to uplift you for the rest of your life?
And you need to choose wisely, too. And just like we discussed last night, the people that I hang around need to benefit me, not just, in a certain way, but mentally. Like, mentally need to, whether it's being like, hey, man, you're awesome, or hey, have a great day. Just someone like that, just to put that in your brain and just like, hell yeah, I'm going to have a great day. Like, just the mental aspect of those people need to be on the same level as you.
Yeah, for sure. It's very important to, keep that in mind of like what's going to take you forward to the next level in your life.
Exactly.
And do you want those people to be there in your life? Is it going to benefit you? Because, you don't want your life friends and your circle to be a one-way highway where it's like you're the giver and they're the takers, or they're the people that's going to be throwing bullets at you when you're doing something nice and you're just keeping around because of fuck, I don't know why.
And a lot of people are going to be like, they're going to have their differences on this topic right now. They're going to be like, oh man, that's kind of a jerk thing to do. Well, you know what? And I hate to say this, is it's not necessarily being a jerk, but if you know exactly where you want to be, you know what doesn't need to stand in your way.
I'm sorry, but if you thought that, then you probably shouldn't be in my circle.
Exactly.
Because
exactly.
If you're a person that thinks something like that, and if you're a person that says, "Well, I don't want to be friends with you," then fucking great.
Yeah, that's
because
fine.
Then that's
I'm on my way.
Exactly.
I'm on my way.
Get the fuck out.
Yeah.
So I mean, the point is that we need people in life to uplift you, no matter what. In your mental space is so important for your success. What goes on in your head is what moves your body forward and your dreams.
Exactly.
And there's no room or time in life for negativity. So it's so important to update your life just like you do your phone.
Absolutely.
I mean, everybody's attached to their phone, so why don't you just treat your circle the same way?
Yeah,
update your friends and stuff like that. And sometimes, as bad as it sounds, sometimes you have to update the family that's in your life at the moment.
And that's
obviously you don't get rid of them.
That's a big one,
but
it really is.
You have to limit your time with them.
Yeah, that's a big one. It's a scary one, and it's a hard decision, but that is a very true statement.
Yes, it happens. I mean, ask any successful entrepreneur, business person that's in the B's. Yeah, the B billion-dollar earner.
Yeah,
there's probably been a time where they had to
step away
for a little bit from the family or a family member.
Yeah.
So, thank you so much for coming in today.
Man,
I wanted to touch it in, give this guy, everyone a little something to listen to in their ear. If you're listening on iTunes, thank you so much. I want you to understand that your word of mouth and you telling friends about this podcast is my oxygen. I need this to succeed through you, and this is for you. That is the passion for this podcast, to spread positivity, to help you step in the front and the forward motion. Absolutely. To update your friends.
That's right.
And live a wonderful life, guys. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate it. We'll see you next time. Thank you so much for coming in today.
I appreciate it,
man.
It was awesome.
And remember, as I always say, JAMODI, it's just a matter of doing it. Take care.